Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Joe Weinrich, and in this video, you're gonna learn the most dangerous mentality and the biggest mistake you can make in business. And if you don't make this mistake, I can almost guarantee that you're gonna be successful, okay? Because most of the people in my private client group, I got like 22, 23 people in there as of last month. Most of the people, when they come to me, they're doing pretty well, right? These are business owners who are doing millions of dollars every single year in revenue, and then suddenly things will start to change. And they just kind of move away from the thing that was working for them. And this is very common. Like I said, most of the people in my private client group deal with this. I dealt with this. This is the only reason that I know to teach you this and to share my experience with you so that you don't make it. Okay, and if you don't make this mistake, I can almost guarantee that you'll be successful. Okay, this is the biggest thing that you have to avoid in business. The biggest people in the world make this mistake. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you what it is. Now, when most people get into business, there was usually one or two things that they were doing really, really well, better than everybody else, that got them successful. Right? They saw success due to, a specific sales process, a really good customer service chain that would generate sales somehow. Whatever it is, whatever unique thing that is unique to you, that got you successful, that's the thing people get away from. And what's weird about it is I think that's specific to entrepreneurs, which is weird because you think, okay, well, these are the people who don't need to be doing that, yet they do it, right? And so they go away from that one thing that made them successful. So let's say that one thing that made them successful, if they were, on an easy course, let's say that this is that thing. The orange is that thing that made them successful, right? Most business owners don't stay on this line, probably because we're just creative people, but it seems to be specific to us, okay? Now, most people, though, when they start to see some success, then they start to go with the market, okay? And the market says, hey, here's this really cool new way of running ads. You should try this. Give this a shot, right? And then we say, oh, wait a minute. Nope, that's not actually the way that we're supposed to run ads. We should actually focus on our emails. And you should try this new email thing that's right here and give this a go, right? Give it a try. It's a new software for emails. Oh, wait, that's not actually how we're supposed to be running emails. The problem is in emails, it's actually on our sales pages. You should use this new software to change your sales pages up so that you get more sales, right? Oh, wait, your sales pages aren't doing that well anymore? Well, keep doing that software, but add this new thing on here. Oh, wait a minute, actually don't use that thing because it's just costing you money. Oh, wait a minute, okay, here we go. We're using less money. All right, we're getting back to what we were doing, and we realize that after going on this roller coaster of what the market is doing and what everybody else in your industry is doing and what your competition is doing, we realize it's just gonna get you back to the main place that you were at that was doing well. And see, most business owners, instead of just staying on the path of the thing that was working well for them, they try and do a bunch of other things. And you'll see that at some points, yes, you are gonna see a little bit of equilibrium. And that's why they don't see it automatically. Because they think, okay, well, I'm gonna do this one thing, and they might see a tiny bit of success, and that's where it aligns. That's that alignment point with their truth, the thing that works for them, and where the market is at. The market's always going to be fluctuating. There's always going to be somebody doing something new or something different. And there's always going to be something new to try. But that doesn't mean that it's working for them, and it doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. Okay? And the unfortunate thing about this is when you're on this roller coaster, you're not going to see the type of success that you're going to see if you stick with the same thing that made you successful. And so my point is, if you keep going with the market and you keep going with what everybody else is doing and kind of the herd mentality of, hey, we're all doing this, so we should try it too, and you're just jumping from thing to thing and really with no clarity, you're not going to see any success. This is not how you do success. You don't try each little thing and have it give you enough energy to get to the next piece. You're going to see some little jumps, but eventually you're going to run out of cash flow and you're not going to make it to the end point where you want to be. And the other thing is, in addition to like being harder, it also takes more time from you, right? So you have to spend more time doing this thing, this new thing that they all want you to try, and then overcorrecting it to get back to where you were at. And the exact same thing happens down here. You want to try this new thing, you got to do the work to do it, or you got to spend the money to do it. And then you got to spend more money to overcorrect it. And then you got to spend more time to correct it again and get you back to where you were at. All just to end up right at the exact same place that you were right here, doing the exact same thing that you know works. And that, unfortunately, is the truth of most businesses. And that's why they run out of cash. And that's why people aren't able to see the results that they really want to do. I know guys that are making $500,000 a month and going home with like $2,000. right? It's not sustainable for them because they're spending all their money on a bunch of extraneous things. I know a guy who was doing $1 million every single month with just Facebook ads, and then he started running TV spots for some reason, started blowing a bunch of cash. He came to me with some results that he wanted to see, needed some help, wanted to get these results, and I said, dude, just stop running your TV ads. See if anything happens. What do you know? He halved them, literally spent like half what he was doing originally. It didn't stop him cold turkey because I don't know if it's an ego thing or whatever, but he stopped doing half of them, and there was no change in the business. Zero change. He saw TV as a good way because some of his competition was doing it. So hey, let's give it a try. And he got away from the thing that was making him successful. I'm not telling you that if you run TV, you should do Facebook. I'm not telling you if you do Facebook, never do TV. What I'm telling you to do is stick with the thing that made you successful. Because that thing that made you successful is the thing that's gonna get you all the way to the end. Because you're good enough to do it yourself. You know it well enough. Now, there's certain phases in your business where you're going to need to upgrade. And when you've maxed out a specific thing, you're going to need to upgrade. But by the time that you're ready for that, you'll have the knowledge and the understanding to do it. And you'll have the ability to outsource it to the right person and figure out who's there to actually help you out, right? But don't try all these different things looking for the success that you were already seeing with that one thing that made you successful, okay? So I hope that helped.